Testing. I think this is working. I have no idea. Oh my god, my mic seems really loud. At least by my thing here. Adjustments, there we go. Hello, people. I haven't posted a video in a week, but I'm not dead. I have been designing rovers practically every day, all day. It has been fun. Oh god. Don't swing my camera around. I wanted to go to my other monitor. Ah. There we go. I need to increase the text size of chat so I can read it properly. Haha! Now I can read it. Alrighty then. Welcome, one and all, to what I have been doing for the past week. I have been making rovers. Like crazy. For example, we have this little rover right here. And I'll be going through all the rovers I've made so far and then making more of them because they are wonderful. Welcome to my testing world that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. A lot of random ships placed around for reference and such. Have I live streamed before? I used to, back when I played Mechwarrior Online and such. I did a couple live streams for Space Engineer, but I haven't streamed in like a year. So this is, I needed to reinstall OBS and everything. Because I hadn't done that for a very long time. But, let's get to this. I'll just mosey on our way back to base here. As I've spent a very long time building up a series of rovers. So what I want to do is essentially build an entire product line that is sort of the Kanajashi line of rovers and ships. Starting off with small block and then going from there. And I have built far too many. And I have been just addicted to it. Just building and building. Oh god, one of them's on their edge. I do not need you anymore. There we go. Hey, come on. I don't know why, but my medium-sized scout here just keeps jumping onto its ass. Come on. There you go. I just need to get into it for a second. So, welcome to the beginning of the Kanajashi line of rovers and ships. As I have been working on them, we'll go through a slight tour here of all of the different available ones. And I just need to put that up so I can see how many people are watching. There we go. Excellent. Starting off here, we have my light wheelbase. What is this? A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 blocks long? 11 blocks long? 11 because it's centered here. So it's 11 blocks long, 3 blocks wide. It's my small wheelbase. It's just enough room to fit 3x3 wheels. And we've got a trio of them on each side. A nice 6-wheel base, nice and stable. First up from that wheelbase is the Light Scout. And this thing is essentially just like an ATV. It has practically nothing on it except everything you need to go scouting. Ore detector, radar. I think it should have a remote control buried into it somewhere, right? Yes, it does. All of them are going to have a remote control. All of them have the driver assist program, which I still need to set up absolutely everything with this. But that gives you, like, gyros will help you turn and all that kind of stuff. And you can see there at the back, brake lights. Oh, when I'm pressing spacebar, that is awesome. So yeah, little light scout, meant to just go boogie. It actually is capable of reaching some very high speeds. And doing some wonderful jumps. So we'll come along here, and I've set up a jump for things to test. Whoop. Boom! And the driver assist will automatically, and I'm not doing anything, will automatically set you in the right orientation to make your landing if you jump off a cliff. And I love that little program. And ka-dunk. I'm not touching anything. It automatically aligning me to land nicely. And make sure I stay upright. And it's a light scout. I won't jump every single one of these. But, continuing on from the light scout, we have our light transport, light cargo. It's got a single medium cargo container on it. The same gyro and driver assist setup. Just for, you know, tiny amounts of cargo transport. Whatever you need. The light patrol, which is a version of the light cargo. It's essentially just the light cargo with a gun attached to it, so you could use them interchangeably. But this is just to go on a light patrol around your area, set up a couple of these, I'll park it somewhere, and it's a slight deterrent. Then I think I'm actually going to use this rover. I made the jump jack for my beginning of Season 2. I think I'm going to use this for the beginning of Season 3. And this is my light survival rover. Has everything you could possibly need in a rover. It's got a survival kit. We have H2O2 generator that is connected to the cockpit. It's all connected up to this turret on the top. It gives you a little bit of protection. You can see the piping right there. What else we got in here? We've got a bunch of lights. We've got ore detector, the gyroscope, the driver assist, our remote control. All the wheels are properly named. Everything's good. A single battery. Only downside of this rover is it doesn't have additional power generation. I could theoretically sneak in like a small reactor somewhere. But yeah, it's missing a hydrogen engine. That's probably the biggest thing of it. It's the smallest thing I could fit onto my small wheelbase of 11 by 3 small blocks and make it work. Realistically, if you wanted to, you could opt to remove the turret and have engine on the top of it, but I think the turret is more important. Yeah. I am going to put all of these on the workshop when I am sort of done with the entire series. And if we zoom inside of the armor here, boop, you can see that the cockpit connectors are right here at the top. And it's only 2 blocks back to the turret, because I wanted the turret to be... yeah, I could fit a... Yeah, let's try to do that. Let's see what we can do. We could fit a... let's see if we can fit a hydrogen engine on this thing. Come on, wheels down. There we go. Make a copy of it so I don't mess up what I already have. Because I could put an engine right here. What is that? 7? It feels a bit too high there. Like, you see how that sticks up from the thing. What you could do is if you removed the turret, you could easily fit in the engine in the center like that. And then you just reshape the armor to shape back to it. That could work. I wonder. Let's do that reshaping. This is essentially what this stream was supposed to be. Just me experimenting with this kind of stuff. I believe... yes, I don't need that block there. This is just to connect these things to here, so I can actually remove all of that up to there. And the engine has... What does the engine have? It has a block in the center. So it can't go right up against that because it wouldn't connect properly. So it has to go one tick back and then those can be there in order to make that connect. And I am going to shut that engine up. Shut up. Okay. So that can fit there. From that position, I can then do slope into that slope into tip. And just the tip. There we go. Then have block and armor slope. And if you see the rover just like slowly adjusting every single time I put a block on it, that's the driver assist recalculating the sort of center of mass of the vehicle and redoing the suspension. So you can see how it moves up and down slightly. So if I added like say a whole bunch of blocks over here, the thing's going to make a big adjustment. It should. Of like, yeah, see the suspension? It moves to try to keep the thing flat because that pushed the suspension down. I love that thing. And it should do it again, adjust back like that. Oh god, I love that driver assist program. Just the tip outside of the basement. Yes, you know me. I wonder if I can still fit the turret on here. The engine could be right there. I think that fits into it quite nicely. I would want the turret to be a block higher here. So it could go up one. Then we would want turret on that. Then I'm gonna need to. Oh, I could run a tubing underneath it here, like this. Get rid of the symmetry for a moment here. Turret there. Now is that too much? Because I don't want the turret to be shooting the bottom of this thing. It is centered in one of the sections, that is. Previously I had the turret, like you can see here, the turret is centered in the center wheel. But this is centered in the sort of back portion. I like to put the hydro engine just behind the O2H2 because it's a too small port you can easily play around with. Yes. So in here right now, I have the O2H2 right here, and it's actually its large port is just leading into the battery because I didn't really have any other good ways to connect up this cockpit in this position. Actually, I have to connect the cockpit to the O2H2. The cockpit comes out of the top here, goes along the top into the top of the connector, and then back through to the O2H2 just because how it's set up. I could do that differently, but I needed a space for the freaking battery somewhere. So that didn't help out. Okay, I can do this. And then I just need to be a bit more aggressive with my armoring here. So if I do that, I can then not slope here because then it fits into the engine but not going back into this. So I'll do the in corner. Boom, like that. That fits a little bit better. And I'll also just cover that up with a little armor tip maybe. Or I could put a little band. Yeah, I can put a little armor band over top of the engine here. Like that. Yeah, that works. I also take the O2H2 route where it is rotates so the big port is facing one of the rover's sides. Ah, true. You should. Oh, right, for bottles. I don't. I wish this I wish the survival kit had large ports on either side. That would make my life so much easier. But it doesn't. This thing here needs to get... what do you... Just be solid block, eh? Yeah, you can just barely access the port here. If you look at the right spot, you can access it. And you can get into the O2H2 generator. is that if I take it out, you can see the space that it is occupying right now, where it's got the ports there and such. That 2x3 space. It is as much as I can fit. Must make sure that the ports are properly aligned. Boom. Colored icons, that's a mod, yeah. It's just like literally called colored icons. I can't go back to normal Space Engineers after playing with that. It just looks like it's wrong. Like, the amount of color in these icons just looks normal. And repipe it. Okay, we're gonna repipe this entire thing. I'm getting good comments here. We're gonna cut all this shit out. Let's just take this roof off. You guys, you know what you're doing. I'm the noob here. Goodbye, roof. So I had the programmable, the remote control, and a gyro in there. Oh, wait. I want to make sure none of this stuff falls off here. I'll put a block there. That'll be good. Okay, so the problem is, the reason why I had the H2O2 generator in that area, and specifically why I think that it's not going to be, it won't be accessible for bottles. Well, we can see. I could put an H2O2 generator here, facing this way, so you can access the side of it, right? So you can access its large port and do bottles. The problem is I want to be able so that if you go up to the survival kit and you want to like use it to make steel plate, you can't get steel plate through the small ports, so that large port needs to be connected to the connector. Like, that was where I started. Okay, survival kit connected to a connector means that I can get my large ports, my large steel plates out of it. But if I want bottles as well, then the large side of the O2H2 needs to be connected to it. Which means it's sort of like one or the other. Either I can get my materials out or I can refill my bottles through this connector. So I chose materials. And I think that this might work. So if I turn the O2H2 generator to its side, you can go into here and you can access the storage of it to refill your bottles. Ice can travel through all, so what can travel through the small conveyors is all minerals, like all ores, and I believe all of the ammo. I'm not sure if missiles can, but definitely guns, gun ammo, and some of the components like computers and construction components and things like that. But larger components like steel plates, large steel tubes, girders, that kind of stuff cannot. And of course some bottles. So this way you can access the O2H2 generator from there. The battery is right there. So then I like the idea of having the let's put the engine in the ass. I could do that. So if I take the engine and I stick it right there, and put a turret, not there, but one up from there. There or there? Here. Here one up or here one up? think I'd be able to get that. What's the design of this particular rover? Basically a starting ship. Basically everything you need to start. So all your little bits and bobs you need to play the game. That can connect up like that. This could also just have a connection up through here from this right here. Boom. That can connect all that up. And then we can drop this bad boy on there and make that work. I could also move this engine one back. What else would you want to pipe when it's just the O2 generator, cockpit, hydrogen engine? You can put the engine on the back of that. Yeah, but there's no room in there. It's just not enough room in that space. I'll probably just be filling up this space with blocks like this, because there's no room for it. The main body of it is full. I need to find a spot to put these. My large survival, which I just completed last night, has a engine and turret combo on its ass. So I could do that. Like, this is engine, turret, and solar. This because it's a large ship. Are you a bit under the weather? No, I'm completely fine. Maybe it's my microphone being weird. I did just wake up, though. Small batteries. No! I always like big batteries. I want to keep it relatively symmetrical. Not, like, horribly symmetrical, but relatively. You need your program block and the gyro. I do. Thanks for reminding me. Shit. I need that stuff. I need to fit that in here somewhere. Oh, God. I'll have to fit it in somewhere here. I need this space. Just gruffer. Voice is gruffer than normal. So that is connecting up from the bottom there. I need to... Oh, I can't connect through the turret. So annoying. Where can I fit that gyro? So I can still do my old connection strategy, which was connect through the back here. This needs a small conveyor right there. Boom. That needs to be there. You fit the hydrogen engine behind the O2 generator, just stick it out a bit. You can port them together. I don't want things to stick out. I want this thing to be slim. I don't care if it's a little tall. I'd like to have O2 in the cockpit, because then, you know, that's just a little bit easier to survive with. You don't have to worry about it, sort of thing. But I like the idea of twisting that so that you can access the port from this side. So that way, this side of the rover is all your survival bits. You've got your survival kit. Turn off all those things. You got your survival kit, and you've got your O2H2 generator port, so that way you can do all of your survival things from this side. I just think... let's see. If I want that to connect up, how aggressive can I get with my armor shaping back here? I can take this directly into a light corner, like that. This would be a block. This would be... No, it wouldn't be a full block. This would be... a... This? No. What was the other one? This one. Yeah. I'm on position properly. Spin around. Flip around. No, it would be the other one. Yeah, it is this. No. Get into the right position. Why can I not get this right? There was B. That's what I need. So that to there. To this one to there. Going aggressively down. As fast as we can. I got some other armor shapes in here because I got an armor shape mod. And then I could get it to there. This can be conveyed. Boom, boom. Then it can be covered with this. Boom. Hey, okay. That tail section works. Because that's kind of like similar to what I have on the bottom there. So that sort of matches. Alright, we have a tail section. The large battery may not be necessary, but it is nice to have, and I want to keep it. Turn that thing off. So now, the question is, where the hell do I put the rest of my little thingies? I don't need to pipe up the front of this thing, since it's piped in the back. What I do need to do, though, is get oxygen to the cockpit somehow. So I need to probably pipe through the turret, if I'm going to put a turret on here. That's if I put a turret on here. I'd like to put a turret, but I don't actually really need to, do I? Do I? Do I need a turret? I want a turret. It needs to be one block higher. So if I put a block down there so that I can put a turret there. Then we continue up with light armor block. This would be a light armor slope. That would be a light armor slope there. This is all visible here, so I kind of just need to make that all just armor. But I do have a spot there. So let's cut that piece. That will be our gyro. And that's where that will fit. And then this needs to be filled up so that it is, you know, good looking. Okay, so that's our gyro at least. Just turn these things outwards. But I do kind of need a little bit more space in order to get my remote control and stuff in it. There's no O2 tank in here. There's just the H2O2 generator. So the turret will fit there. So we can convey all the way through, and that will hook up the cockpit. And then we have space on either side here to do our remote control and our programmable blocks. Where the hell are those? Here they go. In group 1. Face the remote control the right way. Plop a programmable block on the other side. Oh, there's an empty block of space. We'll bring that up. Programmable block for the driver assist program. And then the rest of this can just be filled in. And then turret. And then we can have a corner. Boom. And then we can cover that stuff up. Hey, I think we made I think we've made a good thing here. I think this is good. This is good enough for me. Let's see. We just need to now finish off the shaping of the armor on the roof here. Like so. That should be good enough. Yeah. And then this is light slope, and then light slope tip. And then paint. Blue down the center, blue up these bands. Black for the components. And I'll get the turret to stop moving. And then we need to redo that programmable block. Driver assist. Come on, reload my scripts. The DAS driver assist program. It is such a weird bug. It's like my arm goes to the other planet for some reason. Hey, I think this is an improvement. It'll be a variation of it. I'll park it in here. There we go. A little bit taller, because we weren't able to sink the turret down, one. But we did get a engine on it. Mark II. Yeah, Mark II of my survival rover. Okay, moving on from light rovers, because we kind of got distracted there. We have medium-sized rovers, which is the same 11 long, but instead of 3 wide is 5 wide, which is big because then you can start doing things like large. I did put back the programmable block and gyro and stuff. It's there. Program, driver assist, gyro. See, it's got a number on it because I put it back. Remote control 2. It's all there. I fit it all in. So because this is 5 wide, this has got some more ability to carry more stuff because it's got more space. So this is the medium scout. Got double the battery life. It's got my own. Look at that cockpit. I really like that. Self-made cockpit here. Ah. Beautiful. As I put some lotion on this skin or else it gets the hose again. Oh, God. Freaking winter, man. I get such dry hands. It hurts. So yeah, medium scout for doing the same thing as the light scout, but just with a roll cage on it, really. This is the first. It's a new design. This doesn't have a light version because I needed the width in order to make this thing work properly. I do prefer winter over summer in general because I like the cooler temperatures, but I hate the dryness of my hands. It hurts. I get cracked hands and such. This is the ore transport, a support ship. The purpose of this ship is to be a support to the light miner. So this little light miner here would go off and do a little bit of mining. Then with its bottom connector, it would fly back and this guy would pull up. He would park. That light miner would land on his roof, and this rover here has conveyor sorters that will pull the resources out of the miner, as well as the miner could steal some battery charge if he wanted to. And then once this guy is fully loaded, he drives back to base while the miner can keep working. So it would be a tandem team of the ore transport and the miners, one of the two. Theoretically, the medium miner could land on the medium-sized ore transport, but they're about the same weight, so it would cause some issues. I should do a trailer for a mining ship to drag. That is a very good idea. I should probably do that, and I could probably fairly easily add on like a rotor attachment on the back of all of these so that they could haul stuff. That would be something I could do quite easily. Yeah, so this is just, it's all conveyed with small conveyors because it's ores, and that's all this thing is going to be dealing with, so we don't have to worry about everything being connected with large conveyors. So hence we were able to go double wide. We have 4 medium cargo containers instead of putting them in line with the center connector. So yeah, that's that guy. Continuing on, we have the medium patrol, which has a rotor turret on it. It's the first one out of all of these. Everything, I'm planning for all these ships to be vanilla. Except for, so far, this one has been my first real experimentation. The light patrol here has a single turret, and I can't really fit 2 turrets on this thing. It's just not enough of a difference in size. It's just a little wider. But the bit wider of a wheelbase means that it's a little more stable, and it's just wide enough for me to make a small block rotor turret. So we have, what is it? Is it 2 mods I've used in this thing? Or 1 mod? I know 1 mod for sure is, oh no, it is 2 mods. 1 mod is this turret here. It is a mod designator. How the hell do you call that thing? Mod designator turret. And that's all it does, is it's a designator turret. It's a tiny 1 block thing that just goes, oh, there's an enemy, and it gives enough information to the whips AI slaving script that this rotor turret will be able to shoot at them. And you may think of it, oh, these guns aren't going to be conveyored up. Haha! That's where I've added the second mod, which is advanced small rotors. So then you can actually pipe ammunition up into these guns, and so that they can just fire as much as they want, which is great. So I think, can I control the mod turret here? Mod designated turret control. Oh yeah, I think this is wigging out now. But yeah, you can see the turret has moved. And you see it'll move back to center when it's not actively firing on something. So it is a much stronger turret. This is kind of like a miniature AA defense that you would just drive out to somewhere and then park. And then this would be like a, you know, I'm just going to put that there, and I'm going to place 2 of them around my mining site, and that'll be good. I'll fill their medium cargo container they have in there with ammunition, and they will just be a defensive thing. You know, like an escort thing. If you're going to have say a convoy of these heavy cargo moving from one place to another, you would then put like 3 or 4 of these escorting them, and nothing will get close because you'll just shoot the shit out of them. This is medium cargo. It has a single large cargo container. Essentially, that is it. It is just a medium-sized ship with a giant cargo container strapped to it. And that's it. Have you seen the movie Damnation Alley? And their Landmaster Rovers would be some good inspiration. I haven't. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to do a Google search for it. And I'm going to leave that Google search there. So that I remember it. Boom. There we go. The Google search has now been done. And then we move on to the heavy wheelbase, which is the same 5-block width as the previous wheelbase. However, it is much longer because we are moving into the 5x5 wheels. So what's the total length on this thing? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 long. Oh yeah, this is the entire thing is I wanted these things to be consistent. Just like make a wheelbase, make as many variations on that wheelbase as possible. You know, none of this like every single rover from scratch sort of thing. And like when it comes to the large rovers, I've essentially like a lot of these have like really different cockpit designs. Like you can see right here, this is like a handmade cockpit. This is the industrial cockpit. These are the normal cockpit. Well, this large rover, everything is industrial cockpit. It just fits way better on this size of rover. And essentially just used the same rover, copy and pasted from this cargo rover, and then adjusted it for the rest of them. But the first one here is a large cargo rover, which essentially has nothing on it except 2 large cargo containers. It is twice of this, which is excellent. And should be able to haul lots of stuff a very long distance because it actually has 4 battery packs on it. There's 2 tucked in here, and there's 2 on this sort of back battery bulge that it has. But you can take that and turn it into a ore transport instead of a regular cargo container. As one second here, I lost my. Where's my screen? I need that back. Okay, there we go. I just couldn't see how many people are watching. We have, this is the ore support, the ore transport. So this would be, again, you'd have the light miner would fly over here and land on one of these connectors, and they would automatically pull the resources out. And I think this has 8 medium cargo containers in it. Yeah, 8 medium cargo containers. 4 batteries as well, so the miners could steal a charge. And then it would head back to base and drop off the ore that it gathered before heading back to the mining site where the miners are still working feverishly. Then heavy patrol. It's got a thicker layer of armor on the top. I'm contemplating actually going into an editor and changing all this armor to heavy. Maybe make a heavy version of this. But for now, this is all just light armor. Again, for battery packs, we've got 3 turrets. 2 on the sides here. 1 and 2. And then 1 in the top and the rear. And pretty much anywhere where you are, say if you're up here, you're getting shot at by 2 turrets. If you're over here, you're getting shot at by 2 turrets. And if you're directly in front of it and above it, you're getting shot at by 3, which is pretty good. So that could run point. Say you could have a convoy, one of these up front, and then a collection of the ore and cargo rovers in the rear, following it up with a a medium or a light patrol doing the flanks, and a scout out front figuring out which direction they should be taking. Yeah, there's an Arbor Replacer mod, and I should probably get that or figure out how to use that. How viable a modular rover with swappable payloads for different roles on the back, connected via merge blocks? You could possibly do that. Like, realistically, the majority of these, I think this is the only one that's different because this is the survival rover for this. Is all of these have the same front end. Like, from the cockpit back to here is the same. And it's just after that that everything changes. So you could definitely make some sort of, flatbed of this that you can then connect on different things for it to use. This is the large survival, which is the last thing that I've created. And I need to repark it because it is a bad angle here. And park. And I think we need to do the same thing I did for the other survival rover. Is I don't think this. I should actually just go in here and check. This thing currently has the hydrogen engine. It has hydrogen tanks. It's got a solar panel. Let's fly inside of it and take a look. So, pair of batteries there. You can see the programmables and connectors down to a, there is, what is that? That's an oxygen tank into oxygen O2H2 generator. So again, the problem is I have my O2H2 generator buried in such a way that you cannot fill bottles. I didn't think about that when I was building this. So this thing can't fill bottles. That is a very bad thing. But the same thing back here, we have our conveyor into a medium cargo container into the survival kit, which then I made this nice little port for. I really love this back port, this like survival kit hole. I think it works quite nicely. From there we have some, I can't remember where it is. It's one of these things. There's the engine there. We got the small conveyors along here, which then connect to a pair, actually quad. There's 4 hydrogen tanks that are all connected through small conveyors, and that is all under this solar panel. So let's rip this one apart a little bit. I can't remember if I needed this to connect all the way back. I don't think I did. But anyway, let's work on this thing. So I need to be able to access the O2H2 generator, or at least the oxygen. Oh, no, I need both oxygen and hydrogen tanks. Oh, I'll put the solar back for sure. I'm just editing this thing. I want to improve it. Like we did for this guy over here. We adjusted it. Oh god, I bounced through right through that, so that I could access the O2H2 generator so that I could refill my bottles. I need access to the O2H2 generator here, and I think we need to put that access right here and figure out how to make this fit. So, oh god, we shall... let's do this with spectator camera because it's a bit easier to maneuver. There's an oxygen tank, so we'll cut that out. These conveyors can be cut down for now. There is my remote control there and my 2 programmables for this thing. There is the O2H2 generator, so I'll cut that. There is 5 gyros. Oh, man, so many gyros. It's needed for this thing because it's got a lot of weight to it. So I need to cut this right side off a little bit. Where is the port for that? That is a bit lower. Okay, one more low. Boop, boop, boop. So then we will put a oxygen tank here, right? Let's see. I could put an oxygen tank directly against that thing. I don't need that spacing there. I just need to find a space for those gyros somewhere. And I think I can fit them under... I can fit them right here under batteries. Yeah, I can fit triple gyros right here. So, let me very quickly disable that driver assist program so it stops adjusting the batteries. Not the batteries, the gyros. And then we can go in and remove the gyros. Then we can put a oxygen tank right up against this. Yeah, and that'll work. Then from the oxygen tank, we're not going to... Oh, ooh, is that the way I was getting things up to the top? Wait, how is this connected? You're connected in the ass, right? You're not connected back... Wait, are you connected back here? Yes, you are. So you're connected. This engine is connected back through here. And it's connected back, let me just pop all this stuff off, through that line of connectors. Which is good. So then that line of connectors can just keep going. Whoop, boom. And that can connect the front. Okay. So that's how I connect up the front. That spine of connectors. So then I can put a O2H2 generator here. And you can have access to it. Alternatively, I can do the same as I did for the other one. I can sink this back one block. And I can have this armor dip into it, which makes kind of cool. And that gives me enough space here to connect that up that way. So now that O2H2 generator is actually connected. And there is more space here, which gives me more space for gyros. I tried joining your Discord, but it says the loading of messages failed. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know why that is occurring. I hope that you can figure that out, because it's always fun to have more people in the Discord. 1, 2, 3 gyros there. I could possibly take out this little bit of armor. Oh god, dark in here. Batteries, you're in my way. I hope taking the batteries off wouldn't kill anything. Looks like it'll be fine. Okay, take the battery off. We can do gyro. Oh, I can't place a gyro down there. Okay. Oh, so that is the reasoning. But I can place a gyro up against this. Boom. Like that. Oh, I can place them on this side of this battery. Or I could just put them here on the bottom of the floor, which is a little bit saner. Sure, 6 gyros. We want all the gyros so this thing can control itself. That is good. I can fill this in. Okay, that is fine. Fill, 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 fill. That will be the access. This will be the battery. We will redo the armor here to match that. So we got to cut all this back. Okay. Yeah, that's going to look good. Okay, so let's redo that armor. So that is this armor. This guy. Right? Yes, that there, there. Followed by light slope. In. All the way around. There. Conveyor port. Boom! You have the ability to refill your bottles now. The oxygen tank is connected through this right here. If you follow this down and go back this way, the oxygen tank is... Oh, no, wait. The oxygen tank is connected through this side, which then goes into the survival kit, which goes into the brain not functioning. This is the medium cargo container, which I could rotate 180, like 90 degrees here, which goes into the connector, and then the connector goes into here, which goes into here, which will go into the engine, which will go into here, all this long chain, back down to the thing. Yeah, it's convoluted, but it works. It's super convoluted. Yeah, I'm going to take this medium cargo. Shouldn't cause an issue if I remove it. And let's rotate that to be on top. So we have an extra little bit of connector there. Bada boom, baby. Wait, that doesn't matter because that's where the engine sits, right? Yeah, that's my little engine spot. So that doesn't really matter. I didn't need to remove my engine. Okay, So now engine will go back in there. And I'll shut that thing up because, yeah, I hate listening to the engines. I wish they didn't start automatically when you place them in creative. It annoys me so much. So that's the engine. Then from the engine, we have the turret. Which again, I want to pop in here and turn off turret's idle animation, because that's bothersome for me to look at. Reset position just by recoloring it. There we go. And recolor it back. Then from there, this set of armor is all good. All that is connected up properly. So then we would put on the solar panel. Boop. And that fits nicely on it. And then all I have to do is put the little armor band here. And a little armor clasp there. And give this thing some color. And there we go. We can access the stuff. How is my turret getting ammo? Good question. How is my turret getting ammo? Shit! I thought I was successful, damn it! You bastard, shut up. Okay, we need to move the solar panel forward a block. I thought I was done. It was there? No, there. So then the turret goes there. And then it needs connection through there, which would just be a little pipe corner. Hey! There we go. Now it's connected. And I did change my color. Just joking. No, you saved me from having some screw ups in this. See, I'm not perfect, goddammit. I'm not perfect. Paint that perfectly. Oh god. Fix that there. Why fret about the silly things like getting your turret to shoot? Okay. This then can be that block and how I want this to work. What block do I want to put in here? Because now this sort of clamp doesn't really work well for this. Ever consider making a public server again? Probably not. It was just too much work. There's just too many people going like, my ship blew up, can you fix it? And I'm like, I don't have the time. I'm busy. Oh, I could just put a slap there. That's good enough. That functions. That's good enough. Yeah, half slab. Ah, beautiful. See, we okay. This one is just bad now. Goodbye. You've been replaced. This is the new wonder. Heavy survival rover. Everything you could ever need in a rover to start a playthrough. I mean, if you had this at the beginning of your playthrough, like, do you need another ship? This does everything. Well, besides mining. But seriously, dudes, this is amazing. You've got your access here for your O2H2 generator, so you can refill your bottles. You got your access here for your survival kit, so you can stay alive. And you've got your connector in the back, which needs to be black. This is the wrong color for it. Yes, mining, refining, and assembler required. But, this is like, this is a massive version of the jump jack. This is the version of the jump jack on rover form because it's much smaller. I need to take this, and I think it would actually fit way better with a slightly wider wheelbase, give it a little bit more room. I think the survival rover on a 5 wide wheelbase would be much better than these two variations that are on the 3 wide wheelbase, which honestly I could just cut this one now because this one is just objectively better. We'll just move this one over a little bit into position. Good, Rover, stay. The crab juice. Crab juice, let's see. Is it worth it to buy Space Engineers? Hey, Space Engineers is essentially like adult Lego for space stuff. Like if you like crafting these kind of little rovers and such, yes, it's worth it. If you don't, then no, it's not worth it. If building a rover makes sense to you and you're like, yeah, that seems like a fun thing to do for hours, then yes, it is worth it. However, if you're looking for a story-based experience that will like guide you through, no, it's a sandbox. Have you redesigned the Rhino rover? I have not, but the Rhino has pretty much become like this thing. What the Rhino was kind of doing, I think I have a Rhino way over here. Yeah, I do. What this rover was doing was a little bit too much. This guy, is this 5x5? Yeah, these are 5x5 wheels. If I stand beside him. This Rhino rover is essentially what this thing has become. This one here, this ore transport, is essentially Rhino 2.0. It has 8 medium cargo containers. Rhino had 12. So it's less storage capacity than the Rhino, but it is way better designed. It looks so much like this. Okay, we'll do a side-by-side comparison here of like Rhino 2.0 and Rhino 1.0. Like holy crap, this thing looks way better of a ship than this. It's just so much better formed. The armor's shaped. Like, this thing is amateur compared to what I'm doing now, which makes me feel good. I can see my improvement between these two ships. This just feels like a bunch of functional blocks slapped together. This feels like a rover, if you know what I mean. Like this, so good. It was my favorite thing to do. Space Engineers. Oh God, I don't know. Make something that should blow up but doesn't for some reason. Like these massive, like the space elevator was ridiculous thing. Like building these contraptions and mechanical arms and stuff. Ooh, so good. Oh yeah, and there are also these things which I'm going to incorporate in my designs in a bit. These are with the help of a community member. I kind of stole designs from somebody and was like, I want to take that. I've taken massive inspiration from these, especially with like the armor banding and how I'm building my ships now. But I'm going to remake these again. Yeah, Command Brawler. I stole them from Command Brawler. It is the worker bee, as he calls them. I need to rebuild them because I have some new methods that I'm using for building my ships, and then repaint them in my color scheme, and it shall be great. But yes, also working on some tank bodies. These are ones off the workshop that I was just studying, and these are all ones off the workshop. All these ships are off the workshop, but I've just been studying them. Got the random jump jack there. So many freaking rovers. But back to this. So yeah, that's all of the rovers that I've built. I should park this guy back into his position. Oh, and I should turn driver assist back on. Driver assist. Turn that on. And very good. And give this thing a nice park. Park. There we go. Oh, and a great thing about that driver assist, I don't have park on right now. I exit the vehicle, and I go back in. Park is on. Whenever you're out of your vehicle, it automatically parks it. Just that would be amazing. But there's other things that driver assist does as well. Let me grab the light scout again, because it's a good example for this. So you can see here when I'm parked, when I'm going at slow speeds, you see how much my wheels are turning? I have a really tight turn radius. But if I kick it into high speed, you can see when I try to turn, my wheels don't have hardly as much turn radius. And when I slow down, they get it back. So if I start going real fast here, and then I tap to turn, my wheels hardly turn. It's like an anti-flip. So I'm holding turn as hard as I can, but it's only turning at the speed at which it won't flip me. That is the best thing about this driver script. It's so good. And if you want to turn, you have to slow down and then turn and then speed back up again. And kept itself from flipping. And then let's take a look, for example, the survival rover. And I can take a look at its suspension as it goes over this stuff. Whoa. Oh, look at that suspension. It's so pretty. Ooh. Beautiful. What was going on in the chat? Oh god, I just see like message deleted. I don't know what was happening. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just playing with my rovers. But anyway, back to playing with rovers. Do you have a rover with a flatbed to carry wrecks and a crane to lift them? That would be a cool idea. A flatbed. Yeah, look at that. It just gets over all those bumps easily. I think I could make that a flatbed. Yeah, survival rover, jump. Okay. Let's do that. they think the cargo rover is sort of the most basic template of all these size. It's clanging, but it's getting over them. It's not exploding, at least. It's like, God, what do you expect? There we go. Cleared out that center bits of it. We are keeping all of the... Oh, wait, did the... No, the programs fell out. I'll have to put them back. Oh, and did the remote control fall off as well? Yeah, just a pair of gyros. So the remote control is... No, wait. Is the remote control right here? Yeah, the remote control's right there. Okay, so we're good. So then we just need... Programmable, programmable. And we could probably add a couple gyros in there. If we're really trying to. Where are my gyros? There they are. Gyro. Okay, so that's kind of like the most basic start of one of these rovers is this configuration. If we're going to do a flatbed, we can cut this rear section, and all that will fall away. We're going to have to put a connector on this somewhere in order to power it, but I'm not sure where. But the flatbed should probably be higher than that. Cut all these bits away. Like that. Replace these gyros. There. Bunch more gyros. This can be a flatbed, like so. And I just need to shape this a little bit. Blast door bed, eh? Yeah, flatbeds are front heavy. It looks like this one will be too. Blast doors won't deform. Okay, let's see how that fits. Whoop, there goes all the fenders, hinges and stuff. Xbox, I just got tired of making Xbox videos. They were just starting to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I stopped. I'm sorry. Yes. Blast. Probably have enough power with 2 batteries. Probably. Oh, I could put a crane. I could put that connector back and then put a crane on top of the connector and then have like this like middle bit that you can put stuff into and drive. I won't move the axle because this is my base. I'm not going to do anything I can't do on this base. Blast door thing. What, like this? But doesn't that leave these gaps? Or is that okay? Or are you talking about doing it this way? Yeah, you're probably talking about doing it this way. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, yeah. Embed a landing gear. Okay, let's cut that away. Landing gear. Or I could just do a landing gear. Or maybe a landing gear here. And a landing gear here. In the 2 sort of sections of it. I don't know. Then you can like place a wreck of a ship in in the middle. I want to see what this looks like with it with gaps, because you know it's creative. I can do that. Oh, that actually looks kind of interesting. Ooh. Gaps. Put that back there, just to be able to power it. Oh, I don't think this thing has enough space for it itself having a its own arm thing. Maybe if I oriented it this way, there would just be one in the center. That might look a bit better. Because I still am going to need this here for covering this up. Yeah, I need that space to close that up. Then we would have the bed. And then we'd have the back here, which then it would have the connector to the back. Ooh, I could put a connector on the roof? No, that's silly. I can extend the back a couple blocks because the front is actually extended slightly. So you can see that this starts to slope from the suspension here and slopes to a point, where this starts to slope from the suspension and doesn't slope all the way to a point. So this could actually go a little bit further. The problem with this is then I need 3 wide for the connector on the back. So I stopped when it was 3 wide. So that's kind of why I did that. But this would function in that, say you had a wrecker ship. So I'm imagining I'm going to build a... we get into a spectator so I can get over there a bit faster. I'm going to build something about this size that has grinders on it and a grabber arm-ish thing. So this would go and say cut off a section of a downed ship. Then it would grab a portion of that ship. Then it would fly over to an awaiting recovery trailer, and it would place it gently onto the landing gear here. I can drop those landing gear a little bit probably, and then this would drive back to base for then to be processed. So you wouldn't have to fly the whole thing back to base. A bit weird of these pointing up, eh? Gently being the key word. Yes. Yes, it must be gently. I think I believe I can cut those away. Yes, I can. These are not required. But then I can't do anything but a landing gear this way. So that must be cut away. And that must be cut away. I could put a landing gear flush, but it needs to be right down in there. And it can only be 1. I could raise the bed up by 1. Yeah, I could. Because I could do that. I could then say cut all of this. I could replace that with armor. And then I could put my landing gear there. So then my blast doors would be on that. Just flopping this down for real quick. Ah, that doesn't look that bad, actually. I could get my my little fenders here back. And then I could cut through here, down to there, and then I can put double landing gear like that. And that way it's in line, and like realistically I could put just like landing gear pretty much like all along this entire thing then, right? Wait, I'm gonna try that. This is not gonna fall apart, right? No, this is fine. What I can do is I could put there, and then I could put landing gear across the entire thing. So then you just place something onto the bed and then just bam, it's there. Oh god, I didn't mean to remove that piece. That one needs to stay. I think that didn't screw up my indicator carriage. No. And I can fill up the bottom here. And then I can do that with blast. And then I have my bed. That kind of works. Blast door bed. Oh, there's my body floating right there. What do I think about the 1.17 Minecraft update? Cool. I hope that it works out because it looks fun. Connector is in the way. Yes, it's unfortunate. Wonder how slow it is to accelerate. We'll have to find out. I need to let's test that. We'll see how it drives. I think I need to redo I need to do the driver assist program again. Block driver assist. Driver. That will set up my suspension. There we go. It's not too bad. I mean, it gets up to speed. The real benefit is that driver assist program automatically changes all of your stuff. Like it automatically updates all of your settings so that the you drive appropriately. Put these back in for the bindings. So what you really need is to reach such max speed. Yes. You keep hearing clang, that's just because, you know, clang is life. Clang is love. He always is showing himself in my worlds, yet he never takes his sacrifices that I leave for him. I can put my little fenders back on here. My little beautiful fenders. I can give them some nice little colors. And I can finish off this little section here. That is going to be that slope, and this will be actual slope, and it'll slope down to just a block like that. That's good enough. Batteries are strapped in. Just need to make this thing function now. I need the connector there because I need to be able to power this thing somehow. It'll be fine. That, like that. Like that? I don't really like that. We'll do this. And then this. Yeah, we'll get this down. It'll be a solid block there. No, it's not a solid block. That's a solid block. Solid block there. And then another those, and then two of these peaks. Something like that. I don't know. I have issues about this connector as well. I'll think of something else for this trailer, maybe. Maybe it'll connect through maybe I connect through something else. Maybe I can drop this connector down. Maybe that'll help. Drop it to there. And then it's just... No, actually, that helps a lot. Oh, that helps a lot. Oh, yeah. That looks way better in profile. It's just that little bit shorter. Makes a big difference. We'll do the little half block there to then a full half to a thing there. See, look at that. That's way better. Now that is hardly even there. And then this could be... That? No. Here. This quarter. Yeah, there we go. That's better. You should have a 1x1 connector? Oh, that would be so useful. A 1x1 connector would be amazing. I wish. But no, we don't. Yeah, 1x1 connector would be so goddamn useful. But yeah, hey, that's a... I don't know, this is a random truck. Let's go put it in the lineup. Come on. Silly thing. Why are you so silly? Boom. Whoa. Alright. We have a pickup. Or big flatbed. Why don't we have a 1x1 connector? It's like the same reason we don't have a small 1x1 advanced rotor on small ship. just because it hasn't been added yet. I want to test this thing. We'll place it over there. And then let's get a... get the light thing. That works. We'll go for the remote control and we'll turn off the handbrake from there. Oh, baby! Look at that! You have to be... you have to be careful when it comes to your turning, because this thing will flip a little bit, because it's high-centered. But that works. I mean, I am hauling this. You could theoretically land a ship on this, have this haul out to your mining location, and then fly the ship. Well, I mean, it's handling my bumps well, even with the load. So it is doing its job. Oh, that looks good. Although, oh god, my inside wheels, they're lifting off. Whee! Oh god. Alright, I will try a jump with the thing on the back. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, I'm going for it. I'm going for the run-up. Whoa! Oh, cockpit. Cockpit's gone. Cockpit hit the ramp! Vote how many wheels? 0 wheels. Cockpit exploded first. Good work, ship. Alright, I gotta clean that stuff up now. Entity list, grids, BCU. Whoop, down here to these. That's all my satellites in space. And remove all these one PCU things. Okay, good. Now I don't want a quick load. But hey, it's an experiment. The flatbed truck. It probably doesn't account for things connected, but also it's just the fact that my front suspension, like this already doesn't have that much of a clearance when it tries to go up a ramp like this. But it works out. If you're not carrying something heavy and going at like 100 kph, you'll be fine. Like, I think the problem would be that if you are going to be ramming into your base at that speed, you probably should have an issue or two. But okay, 1 second. I must go, and it is my relaxed Sunday, but that means also I have to do chores. So I have to just go push laundry, or else I won't have any sheets to sleep in tonight. So give me 30 seconds to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, back. Didn't take me very long. Just had to get my laundry into the dryer, and then everything is wonderful. So what to build next? Have you ever used a gyroscope-based miner? No, I've never done that. Gyroscope-based. The drill and fill tunneler. Design a rover. Mining rover used the drill system. Oh. I haven't. I'm trying to keep these as vanilla as possible, except for that thing. But I could add a couple modded rovers in here. One thing I did. Do I still have that in my blueprints? Oh, I cleared out so many of my blueprints. I must go to space. I think I left one up in the space shipyard. All of the ion-based stuff is up here. So, like, there's all my relay satellites, different designs of those. There's my jump ships and the jump ship components, so you can build different sizes of them. And my ion-based shuttle. Jump jack, and I don't know what this is. Some random ship. And then a battleship that I thought maybe I could make at some point. But it's way too big. And I need to rebuild it because now I got a different style of how I'm doing things. But I wanted this thing. This thing. It's sort of like the first of my new style. But it is a little off. But I want you. Thank you. Come back down here. I want to add you to the lineup because you're about medium size. You can go right there. You won't be able to fly here. But you're kind of in the lineup in terms of ships. What, my this thing? So blocky? Or are you talking about my my shuttle? Like, this shuttle was sort of like the thing that spurred me to make this entire, like, setup. I just was like, Okay, so Command Brawler showed me his designs here, and I'm like, these little ships are kind of nice. And I rewired the interiors to make them fit my uses and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. Then I took inspiration from that and remade this shuttle. But it's still like a block, essentially. But I got some more inspiration from that. And then from that, I went and made the light rovers. And after like several iterations with the light rovers, I finally got into the groove of things. And now I'm just building shit. And I like the looks of them. And this doesn't fit anymore, almost. It's almost weird, like, this was, like, the thing that spurred all these. Blow it all up. No! This is the only places I have these blueprints. If I lose this save, I lose all these designs so far. Which would be very sad for me. Oh yeah, you've probably seen it spinning in the background, but... this is the spinning reactor core, but remade with the new hinges. So this will be on the workshop at some point as well. It'll be part of this. The entire idea is to have... well, what is this so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Maybe about 20 rovers in total. Ish, 20 rovers. And then maybe about a dozen ships of small block. And that will be my catalog. And then alongside of that, we'll have a few base elements like this, the spinning reactor core. And then this is a version that Pariah did, Pariah Davalis, where he gussied it up. He made it purdy. Automatically come in here. Oh, it's so purdy in here. It fits entirely with his aesthetic. You can play some games while you generate some power. Come on, open up. There we go. And then spinning nice and smoothly. Oh yes, a forklift rover. How the hell would I do that? I mean, there are... Don't I have other blueprints in here? Where are all my blueprints from the workshop? God damn it. Ah, there they all are. Okay. Arm. Somewhere in here, there's the M-arms example. Okay, like this is a welding crane. I want to build shit like this because this is really freaking cool. So here's a good example of the M-arm system. It's just something I could build here. You say a forklift, but probably it would be something like this instead. So it would most likely be on this wheelbase because that's pretty similar. It would be centered on the top with an arm like this. And oh, hello phone. Why you beep? My friend texted me that says blow everything up. Just chilling in your stream. Okay, how do I undo this? I believe I press 4? Did I take over the arm? I want to... What is 6, 7 to give me support? Then 8. Can't remember how you activate this arm. Oh, there we go. Now we're activated. Okay, you have to look at it from here. Your WASD. Oh god, I need to park. Your WASD moves the arm around. And your mouse... Oh, there we go. See how I'm moving my mouse and it's moving the thing at the end? Got the landing gear. And then I can spacebar to move it up. A to move it left. S to move it back. You know. C to move it down. This is a script. I want to build an arm like this on one of my medium-sized rovers. So imagine this arm kind of thing, but on here. I think that would work quite nicely. I have absolutely zero idea on how to make M-arms, whatever this script is, work. But we could give it a try. I think that's something that I need to look into first and like study, because I still don't know how to make that script function properly, especially how to configure it. But that's something I'm not going to try to do live here, because that would just be boring. It would just be me reading shit. But essentially a forklifty kind of truck would be that. It would be this Rover base with probably the same kind of concept, a piston extending out to then put a piston down, but instead of just a piston head, it would be a actual landing gear. So I'll probably have like 4 of them. They'll stick out and they'll like landing gear on the ground. They'll all push down and they'll all lock, and then the thing will just be locked there with landing gear, and then you can maneuver that arm. Car containers full of gravel as ballast. Yeah, I could do. But if we have the landing gear and they're locked, and that should be like, you can't move if you're locked with the landing gear, and then you could just use that arm to pick stuff up, and the crane, crane, and then move it around. But yeah, I saw Splitsy was doing like in his last couple videos, he was doing like a ship recovery, and he was using a crane like that. That thing's really cool. Essentially, I want to build a mini version of that here, and then a mega version on the large rover base with maybe like large arm. You know, this would be like a small arm for recovering small bits. This would be a large arm for recovering larger bits. And then that large version could then be placing the bits onto this this flatbed, and then this flatbed drives back with it. And that would be the concept. So we'll leave that. But I think, what do I want to build next? Okay, what am I missing? I have scouting. Cargo is there and there. This is for ore support, ore transport and mining. This is for light combat, both of these. I could do a medium survival. Crane script. I'll have to look into it. Whether it be the WASD arm that has, or it's a crane script, I don't know. But just some form of thing. I could do a medium survival rover. That's that rover there, but just a bit wider. What else do I need? I saw somebody in here saying a hydrogen refueling truck, Tech Gamer. That could be an interesting idea. Fuel hauler, yeah, exactly what he's saying, like a fuel refilling fuel truck. So something with like a large hydrogen tank that is just for hauling hydrogen around a rover. You just have like an APC. Yeah, fuel tank is easy. Fuel truck is real easy. We could just bang that out, really. It would essentially just be a change of this thing, right? Although we'd have to change up the battery orientation and such so that we could fit in a fuel tank. Yeah. I think that's easy. Let's just copy that. Let's just use that as the base. It'll just be a modification of this. Cut this. Cut that for now. This might need to change up. Just cut all that off. Let's see how big a fuel tank is. Because you got the large hydrogen tanks, and they're stupidly large. Oh, no, they're 3x3x3. It's the same dimensions. Oh, why are these things floating here? Jeez. I thought they were like 3x3x5 for some reason. But they're 3x3x3. Whoa, shit! Go, save it, driver assist. Aw, damn it. Oh, I'm not touching anything. Driver assist just fixes you once you see it inside the cockpit. So then I can just cut this. And put in this. Oh, that was easy. Well, there we go. Large. There's a medium-sized tanker truck. Well, that was easy. Plop. I'll rename this as... Whoa, God. My caps lock is on. Medium tanker. Now find a way to fit 2 large hydrogen tanks on a medium rover. You probably could. You would just have to place them vertically, right? No, wait. They're the same size. Geez. How would you do that? You would have to... If you forego the batteries... Batteries are 3x2 x 3. These are 5x5 x 5. So then you'd have to get 2 5x5 x 5 areas. You'd have to forego the batteries there. You would have to go... This would have to move forward a bit. Then you would go tank, tank. And this would have to move back a bit. And then you'd have to do like battery strapped to the side of it. You could do it. It just wouldn't have, like, it would be essentially zero room for anything else, including all of the driver assist, the programmable block, and all that kind of stuff. An extended medium rover chassis. Yeah, like you could, like the only thing about this medium chassis is that it is wider than the light chassis. But then, yeah, you could extend it a couple blocks forward. And it does that a couple times, like with that rover there. These rovers tend to stay the same length. They're just a bit wider. Okay. That was a quick change. Alright, I didn't name this one. This is not heavy cargo. This is heavy flatbed. Antenna, sure ship name. There we go. Yeah, you could make that work. You could fit on 2 hydrogen tanks in a single little rover. It would just be really like flat beat. Oh, did I I There we go. Fixed it. Hey, I can't frickin' spell. No, I'm not keeping it. God damn it. Ah! Okay. What else to do here? What was I thinking? Alright, we have gas carrier, cargo carrier. That's like the industry. Right. Hey, Commander has stopped working. Back at you. No, wait. This is the ore one. Scout. Not sure what other medium-sized rovers I need. I mean, there's other things I could do, but I'm not sure if they need them. Like, this small rover here, for survival, has everything on it, so I don't really need a medium survival. Besides, when you're going to make this, like, this is essentially a starter ship. So this would be like, you don't want to make it too big for a starter player. Grammatical boggers. I'm thinking an APC, a crew transport of some kind. I like that concept. I am going to grab one of these as a base for that. And then we'll edit it. I think... Who would have the most room? Probably you. APC out of the big one? Are you talking like having like in... I was thinking like people just like hanging their feet off the edges of the exterior kind of thing. Like seat. I got a seat in one of my other ones, right? Yeah, it's under 2. Like essentially just people hanging their feet off the side with passenger seats. But you're thinking like people inside, like an actual interior APC with a door, say, on the side of it. Okay, I can make that work. It would have very little in terms of other utility, but I can make that work. Okay, let's cut it back. APC time. Again, we'll use the spectator camera to do this because it's so much easier. Boop. Ah, spectator camera's in orbit. Back down. Find the pyramid. Then you'll be able to find your rover. There we go. Slice. Okay. Again, the frickin' programables fell off. I gotta change that on the original design. But if I thought of using the water mod, I have thought of it. I thought it would be kind of fun to do. Although I'd have to make sure it was like a world that was designed for the water mod. I'll put there, and then we'll put the gyros. Put them in here. Oh, I got lots of space in here. Didn't catch being in your stream, but wanted to know if you normally create a standard chassis. I don't normally do this because I haven't really built a lot of rovers in my career in Space Engineers, but I'm doing it now. I'm building an entire fleet of rovers for different uses. That is what I'm doing now. Okay, so then I can get rid of these gyros. Now, doors. Doors. We have got doors on small block these days. And they're quite big. So, I got just door and sci-fi sliding door. What is going to fit better? I need to cut away these edges here. Yeah, you're gonna fall off. That's fine. I'll have to deal with that in a bit. Re-add those fenders back in. Okay. How I could have the doors like that, which would then be centered to here. The problem is getting in the ship. So if I walked up here, I could open that door. And of course, you know, I'm going to get rid of this armor that's in the way. But then I can get in, and then it's so small in here for that sort of thing. I feel like I almost need to make a different rover base for that. Like, but I'm just talking about the interior. I feel like it's too small. Like, I almost feel like I need to start from scratch and make an entirely new rover base. Oh, come on, stop freaking jerking around. Okay, so then let's plop a landing gear. We're making this thing extra thick. Bring that up. And putting it on there to raise it up on a lift. And now we're slicing everything off. Extra thick. Bye, wheels. I will rename you shortly. And now we've got... we can cut this bit back. I'll have to redo most of this undercarriage. Yeah, I'll have to redo this entire rear end here. Because that stuff's not going to fit. Because that will now be too wide there, so that's going to be there. This entire section here will need to be redone. And now we can put on wheels. So this is right wheels. No symmetry. 5x5 rights. And then here is going to be 5x5 lefts. Oh, didn't have one of the blocks there. I'll have to put that in. There we go. And then because of that, because we've extended that out, we can extend that, making the bed a little bit wider. So then now we can go to doorways. And if we put down a doorway here that aligns with the world, oh god, line up, like that, for example, and I try to go through it, I have no power, but if I was inside, that's actually functional. Okay, so now seats. That's cargo containers. That is not what I wanted. It's still like, I could have seats on one side. Like this. There, like that. So you can get in and it's like one alleyway and then sit in the seat. And it's like that. To have double wide, I need to go even wider. We must go bigger. You know why did you place the 5x5 wheels on a single wide spine that is quite narrow? Yeah, it is quite narrow, but that was the point. It was just to make it sort of like the smallest 5x5 wheel base that I could. And it fits a lot of these rovers, you know. The wheels point... Wait. The seat's pointing inwards. I could do like the seat like... Oh, yeah. But the seat looks like... What is it? It's a 3x3x3 square. So if I put a seat there, then you can walk by it easier. Yes. But it's still the only one line of seats. And I could just have one door, then I could run seats the entire way. And I would have a wall that this would connect to, so that it would be able to... this would be a wall here. Boop. And I could put the seat on the wall, right? No, it needs to be taller. Yeah. You see the suspension. I don't like that. I really don't like you seeing the suspension. That makes me sad. So it's a 6-wheeler right now. I could make this a bigger wheeler I could add another... I could adjust this. Now we're just fully experimenting. This is just pure experimentation. Let's cut these wheels off. And go one block out on each of these wheels, making it longer. And then one block wider. Let's see how that looks. Where are my wheels? There we go. Right side first. That is the wrong position for you. You go there. Oh, look at that. Some more wheel width to it. There we go. We're starting to get some real amounts of things in here. So then I could wall both of these sides real quick. And when I put seats in here, oh, they're still conflicting. Okay. Seems like I just can't have stuff over top of where the wheels are. What if I do this? Now, I think I have enough width. I think I have enough. I just need to do this. And that is incorrect on there. So then I can then build that out. That is fine. On a subgrid on a small rotor. Oh, that just sounds like clangtacular. I like it, but it sounds clangy. We have the one block in the center where you can walk through. Here. And we can fit 2 seats in between each wheel set. Wheelbase. Oh god, I was in the way there, so it didn't place. And then the exterior of this, because this is, oh right, because I'm gonna go like this, go burr all across here, and then I'm gonna go burr, burp, like that. That works. Yeah, that works. Because then front of that is the cockpit. It works, people, it works. I think I should still have a connector on the back. Because that would probably be a good idea. I'm gonna fit a door on here now. There we go. Just magic school bus. Yes, sure. Cut there, cut there. Cut some space here. I can have that door... Oh, because this is now like an even number here, it's not going to align nicely. But this sci-fi sliding door is pretty much as close as I can get. The door there. So you would be able to come up here. Fuck, I need to add power to this. I'll slap a battery over here for now. On here. Ooh, there we go. We have power. So you would come up here. Open the store. Enter. And then We have 6 seats. I think 6 is more than enough. Door on the back and connector on the roof. 8 seats then? A door on the bottom? That seems a little silly. There. I really like having these little bumps here so you can see where the wheel wells are. It sort of breaks up the seating arrangement. I actually really like that. So 8 seats. Then I can somehow in the back here, I'm going to fit in a door. A regular old door. You'd walk in. Grab your seat. Why does my arm go to the other planet? It's so weird. Can you not put the windows on this? Are these not small block? Those are only large block. But we do have small block, actual, like, windows. We don't have 1x3s, right? Those don't exist. We have 3x3s. No. We want 2x-somethings. 2x3. No. 2x3 flats? We not 1x2 flats, right? Yeah, the driver can actually, like, actually go into the back of the cockpit properly. That's kind of cool. And you can put windows on these rovers. How would I want this centered? Oh, I could so totally, totally figure this out. I can make this work. Okay. I need to redo this undercarriage. This door will probably be back a couple more spots. Okay, let's shape this armor. If I can speak properly, goddammit. How I need to have a reference. You are gone. I need a reference for what I did before. And I need it. Here. Extend that out. And plop the reference on there. Boom. So, how do I do this? Those to those to those. Okay. So, for the undercarriage here... see you later, command brawler. We're gonna go... how long? Oh god, I've been streaming for like 2 hours. Holy shit. I didn't even realize. I've just been vibing. Just like, yeah, man, let's stream. Woo! Sort of thing. Didn't even think about it. For here, this will be this way. I am going to get this out of the way by doing this. To there. Cutting this back down to here. Getting that battery. And putting it on over here. Okay, so now this gives me room so I can work. Boom, ba-da-da-dum, to there. Undercarriage here will be the same. And on this side. Oh, jeez. Spinning around like a top, getting all this stuff on here. Bum, bum, bum. And then this needs to be the slope base. There we go. Then on the edges here, we have the And then flip, 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 flip. There we go. Oh, come on. I had it in the right spot. There we go. Oh, you were incorrect. There, now you're correct. Okay. That should be a nicely situated undercarriage. There we go. So, how did I deal with that? I didn't deal with that, did I? No, I don't need to. This is just there. Yeah, this just extends out to there. Just add another set of wheels. I don't think it needs another set of wheels. I think we're good. 6 wheels here. This should have more than enough stuff. I've already made this longer because I've added another block in between each here compared to what was being my large rover's base. Like, just look how much we've increased the size from my previous large rover base to this one. It's so much wider and it is longer, and I was already thinking my large rover base was probably more than I'd ever need for a rover, but then here we go, we try to make an APC, and you guys saying it has to have a nice interior, so there we go. A lot more weight on the same 6 wheels. True, but there's not going to be many components in this thing. This is essentially just going to be a cockpit and batteries. Like, there's not going to be anything else on this. Lockers for weapons and armor. Did those even work on small block? Armory lockers? Do they? No, those are only large block, right? Those are part of the decorative mods. No, not mods, decorative blocks. Yeah, those are only large block. Super heavy rover chassis? Why not? Like, this could be the new, like, super heavies. Like, this is my... You know, I've got my light, my medium, my heavy. Fuck, you know, super heavy. Why not? Speaking about super heavy. Alright, I can't tell. When I do this, does this show up on OBS? Okay, good. My Steam overlay does not show up on OBS. That's good. Speaking of that, cargo containers. Yeah, why not make super heavy? Look, I can fit 2 large cargos side by side. Super heavy cargo transport. I could fit like 8 cargo, maybe not 8, maybe that's too much. 6 frickin' large cargos on here. Why not? Sort of thing. Double connectors in the back because, you know, that would look amazing. What you can do on a small block is you can do the cryopod. I could have this a cryo ship. Look at that. You can't really walk between them. They kind of need another block of space. But you've got cryopods. That doesn't really work. Cryo chamber. And then medical station is only for large ship. Yes. I think larger than this rover here, we start getting into large block range when you start talking about mobile refineries and assemblers. because then that would be large block stuff. Seat. Passenger seat. Also got control seats. Passenger seats. They look really cool upside down, eh? Like this? On the exterior or something? Ah, that does look kind of cool. Like, I could literally make this an APC. I could make this heavy armor. I could put turrets on the roof. You could have troops inside of it. Like full proper rover sort of thing. And it would be good. Let's see. For these, I slope into the front of them. Can I do that here? Oh, these are blast doors. Kind of not really. I need to start sloping immediately once I get past here. Okay, let's give this a try. Let's start shaping this armor a bit. So, that base there, tip, the full block, then, because that's sort of like the rate that it's coming in, right? Or do I need to do this more aggressively? I do need space here at the cockpit for serious amounts of stuff, because there's going to be enough space here for this. Do I want to stick that much out? No, I think that's probably good right there. And then cockpit. What kind of cockpit? Most likely industrial. There? Ish? Full custom cockpit, eh? Alright, you can't get into the cockpit from the back on the industrial one. It would have to be the regular old cockpit. But then, oh my god, that almost seems like it's too short. Like, I'd just be like, okay, let me crouch down and get into the cockpit. Doesn't seem right. I think you're right. I think a proper just control seat and then bubble canopy, custom-made bubble canopy on this thing. I think that's the only way to go. Because interior, we're going to have... Oh, fuck. Where am I going to put the freaking batteries on this thing? There's no room in this design. I could put them, like, here, maybe. On the interior? No, they won't be vulnerable there because this is all going to be covered up. Like, I'm going to put the, I'm going to put my little things here over these wheels because I like doing that. And then I can put armor banding over top of those. Because then I can go from there, and then I can go armor going up like this. Like that. So they can be covered. I could drop them down a block. Batteries underneath? I don't know. I wouldn't want them to, like, get smucked on something when I was going over a bump. What I could do is I could do... the armor bands just fall off. Is I could drop them here. I can remove this section and have them literally right above the wheels. So a little bit lower. But I'm not sure if that is even, like, necessary. I kind of like have just the armor there. Then you have batteries. I don't like the smaller batteries. It just, for something in my... I just don't like small batteries. I don't know what it's about. I just don't like them. I like big batteries. I like big chunky batteries. They make me happy. But I did like what somebody said about having like a couple of control seats here. Maybe for like turret control. I don't think this needs chunkier wheel guards. I think you guys are going into like the realm of tanks. And like, let me show you. There's some tank concepts over here that have like wheel cover protection like this. Like there is wheel guards. I don't think this APC needs like side skirts. Like this kind of wheel protection. I don't think I need to go there with this. I think this can have open wheelbase. A lot of APCs do, but I totally get that. But I think that doing that would cause this thing to be so wide. Like beyond the scope of what I want to do this, and I might as well just like completely redo it and just do it with one line of crew. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't have to have two different crew lines here and have space to walk between them, then I could, yeah, like, okay, these ones, can you walk between them? No, you can't. Okay, so these aren't going to work. These are just crew seats. I'm thinking this is less of a combat ship, and this is more of a, hey, everyone, get on Kanajashi's magical school bus sort of thing. Like, this is a bus heading to a mining site, and everyone is just getting in to go there. Where this is less of a, all right, soldiers get ready to go into combat sort of thing. This is just a bus. I think that works for the batteries being there. It functions. This could be... This is... Can I get by here? No. You would never go in there because there's not going to be enough room. Right? Because that's not going to be a thing. Or is this going to be one block further out? I don't know. I do not know. What I do know is I'll do this. I'll do that there, and I'll do that there. And now, the big annoying bit is I need to put windows across this entire thing. My Maho Shoujo school bus? Fuck yeah. There's much bigger windows than this. 2x3 flats. Okay. Do I not have... Okay, let's get all the windows in here. 1x1 flat, 1x1 face, 1x2 flat, 1x2 face, 2x3 flats. Okay. That's all the different windows that are possible. Put a door behind the bubble cockpit. Separate the driver from the plebeians. Yeah, it probably needs to be one block further out then. It looks a bit close there. For that seat. There. Yeah, you actually, like, now you could feel like you could squeeze around that seat, or at least spin that seat around to sit down. Sit down in it, get out, close up the door. If that door is closed, yeah, I just showed there, it's probably going to throw you outside of the Rover. I don't think a door there is going to fit. Yeah, this is just like a school bus, essentially. It's nothing special. It's just going to be a bus. Like... Alright, I like this. I like this. This is good. Time to put some windows on this. It can start with some armor, actually. The whole thing doesn't need to be window. This would give me a couple little spots there for programmable blocks and such. We can get to there. There. And then we can go... God, this is going to look so bad. Oh, I'm not good at putting out these windows. I don't know what I'm doing. Side windows, eh? Side window? I don't know. we can see that. God damn it. I don't know how to make custom cockpit window stuff. Like, I'm not good at it. Should give this to somebody else to do. Because I certainly don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't need cockpit. I don't need window all the way down to the floor. Okay. That's silly of me. This can be blocks. I need to... I want this to slope back. Okay, I know what I want. This needs to... This way, it needs to slope back like that. Oh, this face, it goes back at 45 degrees. That doesn't help me. I need to reshape the front of this Rover then. Grr. If I want that sloping backwards at the front, I need that to be 45 degrees, eh? Because then I could do flip, flip, right? Rotate. Wait, how do I do this? some way you can make this fit so they fit in together and they can just continue going back at 45-degree angle. Okay, I need to change this. This entire front needs to change to become better. 45. Going back. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Boom. There. And now we can do as a 1 by 1. Where's my 1 by 2s? It's under 7. There we go. Boom. Face, face, face. And then I think we go to we go into inverted, and then you can stick it in those other gaps. I think that's how it is. I think I need to put a some armor scaffolding above this. Uno momento. That is totally temporary what I put there. I just need to have blocks to aim against so I can put these things in. Okay. So now that I have a block to aim at, that is, I'm going to get into my spectator camera. This is so much better. I can get in right in here. I can tuck in right there. And I'm looking to fit side... There, face inverted. Okay, that fits. Does this... Is this... Okay, get you out of there, seat. You're in the way. Ooh, yes, that's starting to come together. I don't need you guys. I'm filling my cockpit with blocks. Control seat. Yeah, it can't be there. Has to be there. Oh! Ooh, this is actually looking somewhat okay. Somewhat. It's not looking like absolute shit. Make it a true bubble. I don't know if I'm that good. Okay. And then here, I've got the 1 by 2 slopes. Come on, give it to my baby. There and there. Or at least there. At least one 1 by 2 slope. What does that give me for side view? That's not bad. And then I could... Oh, can I do something on the top of this? Oh, God, I think I can. I think I can. Things might not connect to the top of it. I might need to put that armor scaffolding back in there. So I have something to connect against. Go away. Okay. No, it's not going to work. Oh, how do I do that? I don't know. This is too difficult for me. I need a roof. There we go. I made a roof to it so that I can attach glass to that roof while I figure this shit out. Okay. Spectator camera again. So now I can attach things to the top here. I have something to aim at so I can attach things. Okay. So then... Is this seat again in the way? Why does this not fit? It fits there. doesn't fit there for some reason. I don't know. Why? That makes me sad. I don't know why that doesn't work. What about this in this form? Leaning back like that. That doesn't fit either. The window doesn't have a connection point on the top. Damn you! Connection points. Okay, what about if I put a block there? 6. Boom. Ha! Okay. That works. Okay, I don't need this. Boop. Ah! No, I needed that. There. Okay, Keen. I need a block of window that fits in there. I need a window triangle. Damn it. I doubt anything exists that fits in that space. Nope. Face fits that. But just not that. Oh, that's so annoying. So then I can't seal that up. Oh. I'll have some sort of definition on the roof. There'll be turrets on it or something like that. I don't know. This is too much. My brain hurts. I tried the water mod. I've experimented with it, but I have not really fully done it yet. See, if I had... Ow. Freaking dry hands. My skin's flaking off. If I had something to fill that triangle there, this would be perfect. And I'd just be done with it. Like... Ugh! We're missing that little bit there. But I guess the best I can do is just to make this cockpit what I can. And that's it. I just gotta fill it up with blocks. Now, of course, it won't be that block. It'll probably be this. Right? No. It can't be. There's nothing that fits there. There's no block that would fit in that spot. This has got to be slope. And this has got to be that to fit that properly. One by one window slopes? Will that work? I could do that with 1x1 window slopes. Let's see if I can make that function. So let's put that block back there. It's under 5. There. 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 No, not that one. I want this one block out further. We want this there. Then this one. face, face, and then face inv there. And then one by one here to sort of wrap that around. Sort of thing. If I take this block out, this whole thing falls, right? Probably. I should probably support this first. So then that seat goes there. So then that's enough of a view range. Like, that's enough of you being able to see. Yeah, I'll cover up the cockpit. Beautiful. Okay, now this will be to half armor. And this will be to slope. Right? No. Fuck. How am I going to fit that all in? I can cover that from the top. I just want the extra little bit of space here for the pilot to sit on. Or do I do this the other way around? Do I essentially do that with there? And then just put a layer on top like this, which will then come down. So then you get as much room as possible in here. Just use windows? Just what? For the top there? No, I think this is good with having blocks, because you need some sort of roof to this thing. I need to change those ones there, but I mean, that's a pretty good cockpit. I actually don't even think I need the blocks on the interior at all. I'll just set this back at there. Yeah, that looks amazing. Exterior looks kind of bad though, but the interior looks good. Need spectator for that, so I can get right in there. That block, that block, that block, and that block gone. This is a decent feeling. know, got to clean it up a bit. But I think once you clean that up, you can make that look good. You can put a slope in that corner like that. On the plane mod, like the wings and stuff. Oh, I could do an entire live stream about building planes. That would be awesome. I could put LCDs there. When I look through here, I'd want the LCDs like right there and right there. So when I'm looking straight, I see both of them. I will finish sealing it up eventually. I gotta completely reshape that front cockpit. It seems, I don't know, it doesn't seem right for me. It just seems a bit wonky. I almost feel like this should be a large block ship. But I don't know. I'm real like that's something I haven't done is like building my own cockpits with glass. I haven't done this very much, and so I feel like this is like me just starting to learn again. Like all of these ones over here that have the like pre-designed cockpit feel a lot better than what this is turning out to be. I think this APC is just a bit too unwieldy. But I'll leave it. I'll just continue to work on it. But it's almost been 3 hours, so it's probably going to be enough for me for streaming. For today, at least. I really need to think outside the box, make custom content. Yeah. I need to practice them. I think it looks okay. I don't really like it. Like, it's fine. It's functional, but it just doesn't feel right to me. And that hurts my soul. I need to make some fighter ships with custom cockpits first, I think. Good experiment, though. Good experiment. Didn't render properly. Beyond that, my plans for the rest of this, in case you haven't... I see you made a shoe. God damn it. Just to summarize all this up at the end of the stream here, I have the reason why I haven't been making videos for a while is that I have been far too busy making rovers and practicing my building techniques. I will be back to making some videos very shortly here. But I have made a bunch of rovers. I've got like a dozen so far. I plan to make about 20 in total. And maybe about a dozen or 15 small ship, like ships. And I'll put them all on the workshop. And they will be my go-to for Season 3, whenever that happens. And then I need to... because I think I'm going to run out of ideas of what to do with them when I hit 20. Like, I've got, what is this, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 right now. So, yeah, Season 3 Rover Mania, pretty much. Essentially, because Season 2 has been me, like, doing giant, like, mega builds, like, huge pyramids, as you can see in the back right there. Like, big pyramids and stuff. Like, space elevators and all that kind of thing. I want Season 3 to be, like, really down to earth. Like, lots of tiny little rovers, lots of automation, lots of drones flying everywhere kind of feel. Instead of, like, this, like, big mega bases. This is a... Season 3 Destruction Derby. I kind of want Season 3 to be like Nomad. This is something I got off the workshop. It's like one of Zockley's, like the official Space Engineers community manager dude. He made like a giant Land Rover thing. Essentially take something like this and have it as like the mothership, and then have like a rover bay that you can imagine this ship, but right here, the back of this would either have like an elevator or a cargo door that would fold open, and you could drive a rover inside of it. The key from Captain Jack. This is different. This is different. This is the green team landlord. That's from Zockley, who's the community manager of Space Engineers. So I think the keep from Captain Jack was him taking this and modifying it. But essentially do something along this size. Maybe about like 25% bigger. Maybe like a block wider, and run everything over. I know you see me. I don't want to run everything over. I don't have copies of these things yet. This is my only copy of all these rovers. I can't break them yet. I will make a run over video of destroying everything in the future. But what I'd love to do is make like rocker boogie suspension on these things. So like this is like fixed in here, but can you imagine if these wheels were then on like rotors, and this entire set of 2 wheels would like rotate independently? It would have like the most amazing suspension. But yeah, that's what I'd like to do for the future. A giant rover like that, like a big land ship sort of thing, and then a bunch of little rovers going with it. Think Homeworld Deserts of Carrick. That's what I'd like to do for Season 3. And have this like transitory base and just be traveling around Mars. Because I haven't spent hardly any time on Mars. And it would be so easy to drive rovers there. And then do like, I don't know, not the escape from Mars scenario, but put like lots of AI on it. Like, you know, AI spawns and NPCs, like the player versus environment stuff. And then have this transitory like rover caravan that I have got to drive around the planet or something like that. Deserts of Carrot? No, I said Carrick. Isn't that how you say it? Carrack? Deserts of Carrot. But work is to be done. Got some more rovers to make. I definitely have a lot more ships to make. As this, you know, you suck. I'm gonna get rid of you. I don't know how it's pronounced. What game is this? This is Space Engineers. But that's that. It was good progress being made. Make a Tesla. But for now, thanks for watching. Good hunting out there, fellow space engineers. Where's my good ship? I can grab the Scout again, because I like the Scout. I'll do a jump here as I end of the stream. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Whee! And dump. Oh god. And roll. What a perfect way to end it. See you guys later.